What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 25 of the Nightly Nonsense
The
Podcast.
big
I'm your host,
25.
Adam. I'm here with Dave and Chris.
What is
Boys, what's up?
Hey,
What
pal.
is up? Oh, not much, Adam. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
You
So,
living the dream?
yeah, always living the dream. So,
Love
I'm
it.
coming in just like I did last week. I got a question for you guys right off the hop. It's not in the notes. You guys don't know what it is. I want your guys' organic reaction. I just want to know
Adam's
your opinion
Hip
here.
Fire of the week.
So this goes back to our red flags, green flags conversation we had, I think, 2 weeks ago at this point. So this will be a two-parter.
Let's start with part one.
Yeah, part one. Dave Portnoy and how he acts on social media with Miss Peaches. Red flag or green flag? And then the
Well-
follow-up, because we can use it as part of the conversation. If it was anyone but Dave Portnoy, obvious red flag, right?
I think so. I think that goes hand in hand with my answer. So because it's Dave Portnoy, and he has such a huge following, and everyone, either loves him or hates him, polarizing figure. It's everyone loves what he's doing with Miss Peaches because she's this cute rescue dog, has a
Horribly behaved. Horribly behaved.
Yeah, horribly behaved. But it works for him. I mean, the girls are loving Miss Peaches.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing. But if I was a single man, I feel like if I was just a single man that had a dog named Miss Peaches, red flag.
Yeah, could
And then
be.
if I'm posting videos daily, just, oh, Miss Peaches. It's got, no girl. If that's all my Instagram. A video a day about my dog, Miss Peaches. Not a chance.
I'll just go ahead and say it. If you're in the market for a female, she probably doesn't think you're into her type, aka women. If you're posting about that that,
I don't know about that though. Do you guys follow Nala Stomps? You know who that is? There's a couple
No.
famous dog accounts where they're pretty funny, but it's much more about the dog than it is I feel like the owners are talking less. Those videos are essentially just him having baby voice with the dog.
Yeah.
I'm also a stick.
He's like, oh, Miss Peaches, what have you done? As his hat's just yeah.
Yeah.
But you can do no wrong, Miss Peaches.
Yeah.
But
Is
do you
being
think
yourself always a green flag though? It should, hypothetically.
obviously every single person has traits like that their core person is a red flag to someone, but obviously the person you're
that
supposed
person's
to be
not for
with
you.
exactly the person you're supposed to be with is going to find those red flags to actually be green flags. Yeah. But
Can you give us a little sneak preview of one of the songs you sing to her on a daily basis?
and just like that mic drop.
Bingo, he's like, I'm out.
Also, every single one of his songs has the same cadence and tune.
Exactly. He's like, oh, all of them, no matter
Every
what song
single one.
Chris writes. No,
I mean, he's nothing if not consistent, but
exactly.
I mean, I think that pretty frequently too. Sometimes, I find myself using a doggy voice when talking to Murphy, and I'm like, if anyone heard me, they'd be like, this weirdo. But I think that is just how everyone talks to their dog.
I mean, yeah, I do it too. I mean, I'll be like, I'll say something to Boomer. Sometimes I'm like, oh, Boom, you okay, Boom?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah, but I don't record it and post it.
That's the thing. I think if you're not kind of someone that already has a strong following and a social media presence, I get on average maybe 100 likes on an Instagram post, and I feel like that would go down if I was routinely posting videos of me talking in a baby voice to Murphy.
Yeah, you're right. Chris,
Did I cut out mid-song?
You did.
You did, but you cut out at a stopping point, so it sounded like you just mic dropped it.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, I just left, so that's great.
Yeah, but no one knew. We didn't even bring it up. We just kept talking.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you guys would probably do better numbers without me on here anyway. So.
No. Calm
Video
down.
quality would be garbo.
Yeah, I'd have no idea what I would be doing with that. But there you go. No, I won't be posting pictures of me talking to Boomer in a baby voice anytime soon.
Okay. You don't think that's what the people want from you?
I don't think so. Nope.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, just quick check-in. This doesn't have to be too long, but how are the boys doing on their New Year's resis?
I gave up on it.
Chris. No. This is a podcast of accountability.
Did you give up on books, or are you back on to fours?
Oh. Forgot about that one. I have
both.
So-
He gave up on both.
Might be a double whammy.
Oh no. He's not going to respond.
I'm back on the
That
fours.
tells us.
I'm back on the fours. And I gave up on the book. I'll get a new book, though.
Oh, get a new book.
Okay.
I'll get a new one.
Yeah, you
So
just
I'm watching
just gotta
Masters.
find one.
I'm watching Masters of the Air, like Chris said that I should, and I love it.
Okay.
It's an awesome show, but I have a complaint,
What you got?
and this is my complaint. It's a traditional show, like where they release an episode each week,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate the fact that it's not fully released yet. So, like, I have to wait till Friday morning, or actually, I think it's like 11 p.m. on Thursday night when they release the new episode.
You can't really binge.
And I can't. So
That's
I
always-
binged the first 5 episodes, but then I had to wait for episode 6 and then wait for episode 7. And now I'm waiting for 8.
I always get on Kristen for that because she's really big on like, oh, there's this new popular show on Netflix that people are liking. Let's watch it. And then we've watched like one season of like 8 shows. And then it's like, we either have to wait for season 2 to come out, and then we have like 8 shows going on at one time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of finding like an older show that I haven't really watched that I can just watch in its entirety.
Let it build up a little bit so there's a nice chunk there when you get into it.
Exactly.
I see that. Do you guys think, like, if you're a show that gets released weekly, do you think you kind of walk around like a little pompous when you're looking at like the shows that get the full seasons dropped at one time? Like, are you better than them?
I feel like that's what they think.
Yeah, they have to, right?
Like the one episode a week
Yeah,
is better than
versus like a
They think they're
Oh
better.
they
yeah,
think they're like,
because they're like they have to keep people's attention for a full week
And
and
bring
know
them
that they're going
back,
to come
yeah.
back. Yeah, they are. They're pompous. They're cocky.
so
arrogant,
I don't know
confident.
if Masters of the
It's a lot of
Air
words.
belongs in that slot right now.
No, it's good,
But
it's
it's
not like
you know, because like the competition that I'm thinking for that is almost always like elite tier stuff that's coming out weekly. Like it's HBO does that a lot, so it's like the Game of Thrones.
Mhm.
I think Band of Brothers came out on HBO originally, so like
That's the thing. It's just a network thing.
Yeah.
Like Netflix just freaking mass produces
They
shows,
love it.
and they do like they release a full
Yeah.
season at a time.
they do.
Like they
do.
just shoving content down your throat. Where like I feel
Yeah.
like HBO and Apple TV has come out with some really good shows, so I think
Yep.
they're in that ballpark where they like doing it that way because they feel like they're releasing a better
But
product.
did Ted Lasso get dropped in seasons? So that's
Yep.
weird to me. It's like what's going on there?
No, it was one
Oh,
episode.
okay,
at a
it
time.
was okay.
Yep. And I hated it because the quick shows
Yeah,
like that, I
can't-
just want to
yeah,
rattle through.
I need
Like,
it to be an hour
I
long if I'm
waited
waiting a
for-
week to watch it.
I think I waited
Yeah.
for all of season 3 to come out so I could just watch it in like a day.
Yeah. I'm bad too. Like, Adam, I know you're a Survivor fan, and that new season just came out, but Alexa hasn't seen the last season.
Don't get me started on this new season.
Well, don't get me started because I haven't seen it. So, and the last season was so good, so I was like, Alexa, we should watch this last season because it was so good, and then let this one build up a little bit. Because especially with like Survivor, like I want to be able to watch them back to back so I can remember like what's going on. Otherwise, like you get that like 30-second recap, but it doesn't really do justice. Like you lose a lot of like the suspense and drama.
It also like I do like The Amazing Race more than Survivor, but I always find myself coming like Kristen likes Survivor more than me, but it's one that like I'm like, oh, you can watch it without me, but then as soon as I watch an episode with her, I'm like asking so many questions.
Yeah.
She's like, just watch with me weekly. But like at the beginning of Survivor, it's not nearly as good.
No,
I think it gets really good obviously once it gets to the merge, but like before that you have so many people that really just have no business being there. There's not really a lot of gameplay happening.
It's all team challenges, so there's just not that element of like sometimes there's big comebacks, but like the real showdowns are in the individual immunity challenges, and like the real gameplay starts at the merge. So, I mean, I feel you on that.
I feel like we've probably talked about this, but do you think you would do good on Survivor?
I think I would do really well. The only thing I think I would struggle with would be like the sleeping aspect of it. Like I just don't know if I could sleep on Bamboo, but I don't know. I think the rest.
Chris, I've gone on trips with you, and Chris, if you don't get a good night's sleep, that next morning you're having to like do yoga and stretch out if you're on a
so that's what I think I would struggle with is like back pain from not sleeping or sleeping on Bamboo. That's the only thing I think I would struggle with. I think the rest of it would be a cake.
I think I would struggle with the fact of lying.
Just play an honest game. You can play an honest game.
Well, so that's my thing. Honesty.
I think I could probably get pretty far as just like I would be good in I think team challenges, and then I think I could do good once it gets to the individual immunity challenges. But I feel like I'm not so threatening that they'd be like, we got to get him out because he keeps winning immunity. And then I think I would just get carried to the end and I wouldn't be able to have a good story to tell the jury.
Maybe, man.
I think that would be my problem.
I don't know. It's just like, I think you do really well in a lot of the challenges, especially like even the individual immunity challenges. I think you're like, because like I feel like I would struggle a lot of them because like, I just watched the episode where they have to hold on to that pole and like the crack is like this big. Like I think the big guys start to struggle when it gets to like the later challenges and balance and like, and I mean, there's some endurance stuff too, but I don't know. I think it would all be fun. It would be awesome, man. Got to apply. He says it every episode like 10 times. Apply.
I will say I was talking about it with someone at work that I think they should do a whole season. Like one of the prerequisites should be like you've never watched an episode of Survivor.
That would be fun. Newbies.
Like you get so many of these like super fans now that think they know like how to do everything and they just come in so pompous and arrogant. And I think
there
if you just got
the pompous and arrogance again.
I think if you just got people that like
confident.
They're just like, they've been told about Survivor and they're like, oh, I could live on an island and do this. I want a whole season of just people that like don't really know what it is.
That's actually a really good idea. What about this though? 3 tribes, people who haven't ever seen the show at all, people that are avid fans, and then the last tribe would be people that have played before. So like guests that got voted off before the merge. That would be good.
And really see if having like knowledge of the show really gives you any sort of benefit.
Beginner to expert season.
I would love it.
That would be good. I'll write an email.
And I think all 3 of us, well, you haven't been on it, but I feel like Dave would be he's never seen an episode. I'm like that middle pack, and I feel like you're more of the super fan.
All right, let's do our own version of
it. There you go.
Kristen all the time though, she's like, I think I'd be really good at Survivor. I'm like, you can't go from like noon to 4 without eating. So you living on an island where all you can eat is white rice and the fish you catch, you would be screwed.
And coconut. And sometimes you can find like a papaya or something. No, but you're right. All right, that's enough Survivor
I'd be
talk.
real
Sorry,
bad.
Dave. Sorry, Dave.
I was gonna say, y'all were going dive head first into Survivor.
right.
I'm over here like, yeah.
Sometimes a little off the rails isn't so bad.
No, that's a good thing. I just don't know anything about it. It's a good thing though. Y'all carried that combo.
Then talk to me about the Oscars, Dave.
Yeah, I will talk to you about that. They're coming up this weekend.
Are you a big
you
award
bet on
show
them?
guy, Dave?
I think you can bet on them. I'm pretty sure you can bet on them. Get us some lines on that. But I'm a music awards show guy. I mean, we've talked about it at length on here that I don't ever really see a lot of big movies. Now I've seen a couple of the movies that are nominated this year. I've seen Oppenheimer.
Yep.
You guys both seen Oppenheimer?
Yep.
Oppenheimer is minus 5,000 on DraftKings.
Yeah, it's gonna win. I mean, like it's an automatic. I feel like, but there's some shockers like the Oscars before. There's been like favorites that end up everyone thinks it's gonna win, and then some random movie wins Best Picture. Like do you have all the odds pulled up there, Chris?
No, I don't. I just closed out of it. But there's one on this list that I like that is not on there that I thought might like. I don't really know what the criteria is for it, but it's not on the list.
The Dark Horse is this film out of the UK called The Neutrality Zone.
What's the movie where the dude's dancing around with his schlong out at the end?
Saltburn.
Saltburn, yeah.
Saltburn. Yeah. Not nominated.
Really?
See, but to me, that surprised me because you have a note in here that you sometimes think that like these movies that are being nominated for Oscars, like the real like cinemaphile people really like aren't always great movies.
Yeah.
And that's almost where I throw Saltburn. Like cinematically, it's beautifully shot.
Yep.
Like all of those things.
I still haven't watched that, and I've been meaning to watch.
Storyline's really good. Good twists. Like lots of good stuff.
Which I've never seen this movie, but it's like The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yep.
I think it's called. It's
Leonardo
like
DiCaprio.
movie. Is it Leo or is it Matt Damon?
Oh, it might be Matt Damon. Aren't they the same
I
person
think
though?
it's Matt Damon.
A little bit.
A little bit. And Ben Affleck. Yeah.
But
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are the buddies.
I've never seen The Talented Mr. Ripley, but I've seen stuff that Saltburn is basically just like a weirder ripoff.
Oh, it
of
is.
that
Yeah,
movie.
it is. That's very
Like
true.
the premise is very similar,
similar.
but Saltburn
He kills the
just
rich guy,
weirder.
takes over his stuff. Yeah, very similar.
Wow, you just ruined it for me.
Sorry.
Look at that.
Oops.
No, I wasn't paying attention. So, did you guys see Barbie?
I did
Nope.
not. Haven't seen it. Still holding out.
I haven't seen that either.
I'll watch
And
it
then-
eventually.
I didn't have to go see it in theaters, and then Kristen's always like, "I'm surprised you haven't watched it." I'm like, "Do you really think that's a movie that I'm just gonna just like sit and tune into
I
on
might
my
just
own?"
throw it
like,
on
are
at some
you
point in
surprised?
time. I might.
I mean, I may also. I'm like,
I kind of just want to see
I'm
the Mojo
intrigued.
Dojo Castle, really.
I'm really intrigued by it. And then, all right, so there's this movie Maestro, which is Bradley Cooper movie about like a guy who leads symphony or whatever.
Wait,
and everyone
did
was,
you just
I
call
mean,
it Maestro?
Maestro?
That's what it's called, isn't it?
A maestro.
Like, is it not Maestro?
I thought it was Maestro.
I don't.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe
It could
Chris and
be,
I are
but-
the idiots, but
Hold on. Now I gotta look this up on my phone. How do you
I mean that
pronounce?
word is Maestro.
Yeah.
Like that's the word that you have typed out.
Or at
but
least-
maybe this movie is Maestro, or maybe that's just the dumb American in us
Yeah.
pronouncing it Maestro.
Bradley Cooper, Maestro. I've always said Maestro.
I'm looking up the pronunciation.
I am too. How
the phonetical
do you-
spelling.
Maestro. Oh,
Maestro.
Maestro.
So Dave's the idiot.
Maestro.
Wow, I've pronounced that wrong for a long time. I mean, I've never really used that word too much.
But when
Usually-
you use it, you pronounce it wrong.
We are looking at how to pronounce this word.
Oh my god, Dave.
We are looking at how to say movie
This is
No,
from
turn that
Google,
off.
or
Turn
from
that
you.
off. Turn it off.
I don't think I trust that guy. I don't like
This
the
is-
cut of that guy's jib.
So in English, this is normally said as maestro.
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 Hold on.
Said as maestro.
Maestro.
Pretty
So
straightforward. once
it's
you
still
know.
not maestro.
It was closer though.
No, it's just my and then a little more
Istro.
flair on the end.
Maestro. Anyway, beside the point.
No, I haven't seen the film either way.
I haven't either. But then I saw on the internet all these people who were bashing Bradley Cooper because they said that he just made that movie like it was a Oscar-seeking movie. Like he made it to try to appeal to people who
Is that a
vote
bad
on
thing?
those.
Oh, like what's his
Yeah.
name did with the Covenant or not
The Revenant.
The Revenant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo just fiending for that Oscar
Yeah,
nom.
like a 15
I don't see how you
minute
could
solo
say
on
that's a bad
screen.
thing.
No, I mean,
No, like
just
I think
pandering a little
that's.
bit.
I think you see a lot of artists do that. Like I was talking about that with someone at work the other day. That like I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan, and I think it's because like I don't listen to her albums, and the music that becomes popular on the radio I think is all just like to become popular on the radio. Like her
Yeah.
actual like I think every artist you could probably ask them be like, what's your favorite song on XYZ album, and it would not be the one that's most popular.
Yeah, like true fans of artists and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely true.
So like I don't see a problem. Like all that means is you made a good movie. Like
Yeah.
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 what are you getting mad at him for?
And
He's
did
just
he,
trying to win an Oscar. That means it's good, and he put on a good performance.
Did he win a award for Silver Linings? I think he did win an award for Silver Linings Playbook.
Silver Linings Playbook won, and I think Jennifer Lawrence might have won like Best Supporting Actress, but I don't know if he won.
Gotcha.
And then I know
Okay.
he wasn't he nominated for American Sniper as well?
Yeah, but I don't think he won that.
All I know
Let's-
is Dune is going to clear out next year. They're going to clean up.
You think so?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
It was
either.
really good.
Is 2 even out
Yeah.
in theaters?
Yeah.
I knew two was out. Yeah, I
I-
saw that.
I just don't go to the movies very often.
Did you see the guy who had the like long worm thing that he rode into the
Yeah, I
movie
did see
theater?
that. I did see that.
I was like,
And the
that
weird-
guy's
the weird-
dedicated.
The weird popcorn.
Yep.
I dressed up as a wizard for the final Harry Potter movie.
Did you?
And I
you
went to the
really?
premiere at midnight. It was pretty fun.
What did you dress up like wearing?
Harry
like,
Potter.
Who were you?
Of course.
were you? Did you draw on your forehead and like everything?
I don't know. There's pictures on Facebook somewhere if you go look for them, I think.
I'm gonna have to look for that. Okay, there was a guy. I was walking down the hallway at my office today, and there was a guy that looked like that video from TikTok and Reels that is trying to impersonate Snape walking and his hair's
Yeah.
flying backwards. There was a guy walking down the hallway at my office today that had hair just like that, and he looked spot on, and I almost started laughing at the guy's face.
Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore.
So- I've been deep in it over here, but it doesn't look like Bradley Cooper has won an Oscar, but he does have several nominations.
See, that's what he's doing. Then he's just going for it.
He was nominated for Silver Linings Playbook. He was nominated for American Sniper. He was nominated for A Star Is Born.
I've seen all those movies.
And now he is being nominated for Maestro.
He did great in those movies. But anyway, well, we'll see what happens. But I think Oppenheimer's going to clean house on everything. So
Have you seen any of the others? Like, have either of you seen Killers of the Flower Moon?
I saw Killers
Wait,
of the Flower.
Have you really seen all of these?
Have you seen
Then-
Maestro
then-
though? Have you seen I thought you said you hadn't seen Maestro.
No.
No, that
That's
would be Napoleon.
What's The Holdovers?
The Holdover's that Paul Giamatti movie.
Big Fat Liar?
He was going
Okay.
in Maestro. Bradley Cooper doesn't look like himself at all. They have so much like makeup on him. He looks so old.
Is Cillian Murphy nominated for Best
Yeah.
Actor from Oppenheimer?
Yep, and he is.
And then I
favored
know
to
there were a
win.
lot of people on the internet that were like, "See you, Chris." I know there are a lot of people on the internet that were like, "Why was Ryan Gosling nominated for Barbie but not Margot Robbie?"
Yeah,
Who's
I saw
up for
that.
Best Actress?
The girl in Killers of the Flower Moon. I don't even know who all was on there. Let's see.
That's-
But
'Cause I
she's
feel like-
favored. She's favored to win that.
I was gonna say because I feel like there wasn't really a strong female lead in Oppenheimer.
This Emma Stone. Emily Blunt is up though. I think.
She's not on. She could be
No.
in Best Supporting Actress, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. Actress in a leading role is Lily Gladstone, is the girl from Killers of the Flower Moon.
Okay.
Emma Stone from the movie Poor Things.
Right.
Carrie Mulligan from Maestro.
Good
Sandra Huller from Anatomy of a Fall. And Annette Bening from the movie Naiad.
Yeah, I just don't watch a lot of movies. Kristen actually wanted to watch this Naiad movie. It's about some woman that swims the English Channel, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
She attempts to become the first person ever to swim from Cuba to Florida.
That's crazy. That sounds like...
And I believe she does it.
I don't know what this Poor Things movie's about, because Mark Ruffalo's up for actor in a supporting role, and Emma Stone is actress in a leading role.
It's like a really weird movie where I believe Emma Stone is like, here you go. Brought back to life by an unorthodox scientist, a young woman runs off with a lawyer on a whirlwind adventure across the continent. Free from prejudices of her time, she grows steadfast in her purpose to stand for equality and liberation.
There you go. Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo. Check it out. Poor Things.
How about that?
Yep.
Chris, have you seen that one?
I have.
What'd you think?
I actually think Madam Web is gonna win a lot of awards next year too.
Oh yeah, you think so? I've heard
Probably.
nothing. I've heard nothing other than the fact that movie is hot garbage.
I've heard it's one of the
same
worst
thing.
movies of all time.
It's actually, yeah. Did you see Sydney Sweeney was on SNL and she goes, "You may know me from some movie other than Madam Web," or something like. She was like making fun of it, and it's still in the movie theater. So
I feel like the Marvel movies that have been done outside of Disney haven't been great. And I mean, lately I think we've even talked about it. Like the latest Disney made
second
Marvel
Aquaman
movies
one
are
was
no
bad.
good.
It just came out and it was bad.
That's DC.
That's DC. Yeah, that's true.
But like, have you seen any of the Venoms with Tom Hardy?
Mhm. Yep.
Are those good?
Yeah, they're good.
Okay. Have you I think it was Morbius with Jared Leto,
Bad.
and then Madam Web
bad. Who
I
else
don't
is
know.
in Madam Web? It's Sydney Sweeney and
Dakota
Dakota
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah.
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 And I think a lot of people don't like her.
Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, like I don't think they think she's a good actress. I believe
Well-
I heard someone at work the other day refer to her as a Nepo baby.
Who's she related to?
Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson.
Oh, Donnie J.
Oh, Don Johnson. Classic. What did Don Johnson do? For those who don't know.
No idea.
For those
Nice.
who don't know.
Donnie J.
He's an absolute living legend, though, I heard. Or is he dead? Is he alive? Beep boop pop.
Alive?
He's dead.
Alive.
Old,
Alive.
all right, that's enough Oscars talk.
Yeah.
From Flat Creek Township, Missouri. How about that?
Oh, Flat Creek.
Oh, Dakota Johnson, Missouri.
Where is Flat Creek? I've never even heard of that.
Don't know.
Love it. Yeah. But enough TV and enough movie talk. We've really hammered that home.
I'm not mad about it.
All right.
Adam's still researching over there.
I got
can
stuff
see
to
him.
talk about on
Yeah,
this next
Adam's
topic.
scared.
So
I'm deep in it.
I can see Adam's face just scanning his computer. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm
Sorry.
the next topic that Adam has in here is that dudes can pass time doing anything, throwing cans into a table over a pool. So I actually have a great story about this because a couple weeks ago I went on a bachelor party and they had a pool table and a table that was like the perfect length for dice, right?
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. All we did for the majority of the weekend was rotate from playing pool to dice with different twosomes between this group of 14 guys. And I'm not.
Yeah.
I probably played like 40 plus games of pool, and then we went out to a bar and ended up at a pool bar later on that night. Played more pool. During the day, we went to this outdoor patio bar. There was absolutely no one there. We were the only people there, but they had 3 sets of cornhole games set up, and we just squatted up and played bags for 3 to 4 hours, just drinking a couple beers, just played bags over and over and over again. And honestly,
also known as cornhole.
It was a blast. I had a great time the whole time. And the funniest part was at one point we were like trying to decide what to do, and someone was like, I don't know, should we go throw rocks at trains or something? And I was like, I think you're joking, but
I would.
I would be down to go throw rocks at trains. That's something I feel like I've missed out on in my life. I feel like I haven't thrown enough rocks at enough trains.
And they always do that in like old movies. Like they throw rocks at trains.
Yeah.
It's just guys' uncanny ability to make something not that exciting very exciting.
Well, Adam, you tell the story about at the throwing cans.
At Kent's wedding, our Airbnb had a pool, and all of a sudden we just started crushing up beer cans and trying to throw them to land on. They had to land on this table that was just outside, and we probably were doing that for an hour and a half just to try and get it to land on the table. Like we were rotating where like one guy would rebound, we were subbing in and out. And yeah, just like an hour and a half of us just throwing beer cans to try and get them to land on a table.
I mean, literally.
And the best part about that is nothing's changed, because in high school that was just us flipping water bottles trying to get them to land right side up for hours.
Exactly.
And like you brought up cornhole on this bachelor party. Like I vividly remember like grad party season. Like I would just like get to the grad party and then just like straight to bags, and it'd just be like 4 hours of playing cornhole.
Just dialed in.
Like I was elite at cornhole at that time.
I mean, I think what it comes down to is guys are just easy to
entertain,
or like easy to entertain. Like we could do anything. It's like you give us like 2 things, and it's like, all right, we could figure something out with this.
Another one was on Matt's bachelor party. We literally just sat in the living room for, I think, like 2 hours just ranking the quarterbacks in the NFL 1 to 32.
Get the laptop out.
Like we had a spreadsheet going. We were doing research. Like debates were getting heated. It'd be like, fine, I will concede that Justin Herbert's the number 9 quarterback if you give me Dak Prescott at 11.
There were laptops out. People were researching. They're like comparing this guy's numbers to this guy's numbers.
Derek Carr is not an elite quarterback.
No, like that's literally what it was. And now, like to this day, like I'll be watching Red Zone. Like Mac Jones will throw a pick, and I'll text this one guy from this bachelor party. Just Mac Jones, not elite.
It's not even like. It's just all it takes is one guy to throw out some type of premise to stand behind, and there will be inevitably be 3 people that don't agree with them. And there's a potential that the person who said it originally doesn't even believe that. They just thought it'd be a good conversation starter.
Exactly. Well, and the best part of that argument and debate too, it was like that happened one morning, and then we had like plans, so we left. So we dropped the conversation, and then 24 hours later, we're back at breakfast, and we're like, so where were we, at number 14 or 15?
I'm still hot. Are you still hot?
Yeah. Like, get the laptops back out. We got to do 15 through 30.
But it's also like, don't get me wrong, like all 3 of us are very, I feel like, extroverted individuals. Like Kristen says it all the time that like she can take me anywhere and I can fend for myself. Like I can have a conversation. I'm not going to be an awkward person. I can find pretty much anything to talk about with someone. But like I think it's only happened one time, and it was this year, where it's Kristen was in the wedding. I wasn't in the wedding. So like when they were taking pictures, like I just had to hang out with the other boyfriends of people that weren't in the wedding. And it's just like going through all the things. It's like, do you golf? No. Do you like this? No. Do you watch football? Yeah. Do you play fantasy? Great. I can talk to you now fantasy football 3 hours, and we have everything we need to say to each other just already dialed in.
It's that, exactly. It's like the scene in The Office where Jim is first meeting Plop.
Yep.
And he's like, "You like baseball?" And he's like, "No, I'm not really into team sports. I like, you
a Phillies fan? Oh, the horses? No, I was talking baseball."
No, so one more thing on, just guys meeting each other. I saw this video earlier today, and it was when your boyfriend finally meets the boyfriend of your best friend for like the girls. And it's two guys who are pretty famous on TikTok. You'd recognize them if I sent you the video. And so they're like, "Hey, how's it going? How's it going?" And they're like, "You like football?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like football." And then he goes, their mouth stop moving. And it's like, "Should we speak in our native tongues?" And it's like all these like alien noises. And it's like, "Oh," it's like Dak Prescott is really, "Oh." It's so funny.
There's that one, and then I've seen one. It's like guys becoming friends at work, and then it's like day one of work, and then it's just the awkward like smile and head nod. Then it's the, "Oh, what's up, dude?" And then it's like, "Oh, how was your weekend?" Then it's like, "Oh, the boys are going out tonight. You want to come?" And then the next day it's like, this freaking guy.
And the next day they have a full handshake already worked up, and they're like,
I've seen that one too.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
But that's honestly how easy it is. Like,
I think guys are just cool.
Yeah, they are.
It's just really so easy. Like
it's easy. It's easy to be.
One more story about that, because some of our listeners will actually get a kick out of this. Of when it was like the first time we did a group trip to Kristen's family's lake house, and we played. Chris, are you familiar with the game Salad Bowl?
I've
probably some sort of variation.
Salad, but no, I have not played Salad Bowl.
So the whole premise of the game is, let's say there's 10 people. Each person writes a person, place, or thing on 3 different pieces of paper. You just fold it up and put it in a bowl. Yep. And then it's 4 rounds. The first round is describe it. The second round is 1 word. The third round is act it out. And the fourth round is just noises.
Okay, so it's just a variation of charades.
Yeah. And the girls are like, "Oh, let's do guys versus girls." And like,
my gosh. They were not prepared.
Each round, there's obviously an opportunity for 30 points because there's 30 things in there. And we beat them like 70-20. And when they got to like 1 word, like one of the cards in there was like Bruce Willis. And we were just like, balls. And then everyone was like, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
One of the things was the Charlotte from National Treasure. And for Act It Out, we just went. Like, obviously, that's Charlotte. A boat. That's a sail, Charlotte.
And the girls are trying to play it, and it's like, I don't even know what the word, but say it was like an apple or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, for example, it's like apple or something. It'd be like fruit, red, and they'd be like, I don't know.
Raspberry, strawberry.
Raspberry, strawberry. And it's like...
Bruce Willis.
Exactly.
No, that's so funny because... That's like we went on this trip with Braden and Olivia and Alexa and myself, and for the listeners, that's my wife's sister and then my soon-to-be brother-in-law if all things go right. But obviously, so they're sisters. They're literally sisters. I mean, they grew up to each other. You'd think they know each other really well, and then we'll play like a password game or like something like that, and I mean, we just grasshopper, bang, like just firing them off and just destroying them. And they're sisters and have grown up with each other. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Guys are just so simple-minded where like it's just pretty easy to get on the same wavelength.
What are you laughing about over there, Dave?
Dude, I just can't.
The salad comment?
The salad comment, and then you go grasshopper.
Because that's like the kind of like crazy connections we were having. It was like grass, you'd say like green, but the word I was like actually looking for hopper, and so I'd be like grass, and he'd be like hopper. I'd be like, no way, we just got that.
And then yes, sound comment. I can't stop laughing about that.
It's
Anyway.
also, I feel like guys just have so many inside jokes with each other. So like, because like we
Yeah.
go on a golf trip every year, like we are all so close. Like there's just one thing that you can say that get everyone to think the same thing. It's just too easy.
It
Yep.
is too easy.
I'm grateful.
All right, because where we're at,
Blessed.
We're
Dave, what do
already
you
at
got?
time because mine says 8 minutes.
We're at the 40-minute mark, so I
All
think
right.
we're
Yeah.
gonna go into a little Dave. Let's learn sports.
Of
Yeah.
course. So it's time for Let's Learn Sports. We haven't done it in a couple weeks, but
Who do we want to?
Look-
Who's it brought by this week?
it's going to be brought to you by Fanatics.
Okay.
Fanatics for all of your apparel needs, all of your sports fan gear, hats, shirts, jerseys. You can
If
get
you
them
want
at
these
Fanatics.
Garbo new baseball jerseys, sure.
Exactly. Can't say that though because they make them and they're one of our sponsors. So you
Garbage.
mean immaculate baseball uniforms that
I
are
don't.
brought to you by Fanatics. All right. So recently, I prepared this a couple weeks ago, and then we haven't done Let's Learn Sports in a couple weeks. But there were some All-Star games lately. The NHL All-Star game was last month. NBA All-Star game. So I'm taking us to a trivia question
Okay.
for you two to get, and we are going to do most All-Star game appearances for each major professional sports league. So, for
So
example,
you just got to go player.
yeah, what player has the most
Ovechkin.
the most appearances in their respective league's All-Star game? And interestingly, there is no ties in any of the leagues. So it's
Okay.
one guy for each league.
So we're going big four.
Yep, big four. So the Pro Bowl, NHL All-Star, MLB All-Star, NBA All-Star.
So for NBA, I'm gonna say LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Are y'all locking that in?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. He got it this year.
Yeah,
He
we
passed,
knew that.
He passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
So-
I was gonna say. I mean, the dude. Like, I'm pretty sure he made it as a rookie. He's had to have made it every year he's been in the NBA.
He's
right?
got 20. Yep.
Yeah.
He's got 20. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 19. So you got the NBA one.
Okay.
Sidney Crosby or Alexander Ovechkin.
See, like, yes, those are both great,
Good answer. Good answer.
but like, Jaromir Jagr played for like 25 years at a pretty elite level.
What position did he play?
Forward.
Yeah, he's a winger.
But Chris, do you like Crosby or do you like Ovechkin?
I liked Ovechkin right out of the gate because I don't think he barely missed any games in his whole career. So he wasn't sitting out of anything.
Fire it
Okay,
off.
you want to? All
Fire
right,
it
you're
off.
going to lock it in?
Lock it in.
That is going to be a that's
Okay.
that's an X. And
Sure.
I will go ahead and tell you that he is 10 games short of the
Wow.
leader. So he has been in 13 All-Star games, and the leader got
And he's
20.
10 short.
Yep, the leader has 23 All-Star game appearances. This is
That's-
tough. This is a tough one.
Okay, then we're gonna come back to NHL then, because I don't even think Yager played for 20 All-Star level for 23 years,
no.
but we'll come back to that one. I mean, you think long careers in the NFL. So
Bart
can
Starr.
you tell me if because for example, Tom Brady probably made the Pro Bowl a bunch, but then he was in the Super Bowl, so he didn't go to the Pro Bowl. Does that still count as a Pro Bowl selection?
It does. Yes.
Okay.
What was the actual question though?
Most All-Star Pro Bowl appearances.
Yes, but the only one that is an issue for is the Pro Bowl. So for the Pro Bowl, it's invitations.
Ah.
Yep.
Wait. What?
Huh?
So every other
So-
All-Star game
so-
is middle of the season. So
Even if guys don't play in it, they're on the roster for the All-Star game for the other sports. So really, all of it is invitations, I guess you could say. Invitations and all to the All-Star game.
But more times than not, I feel like the NFL is the biggest one where, like, obviously the two teams that are in the Super Bowl, the Pro Bowl used to be the week after. Now it's the week before. Like, obviously they're not going to attend if their team's in the Super Bowl.
Like this year, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce were obviously Pro Bowlers, but they didn't play in the game because they were preparing for the Super Bowl.
Can you tell me when the MLB All-Star game started? Is that knowledge that I can be privy to?
Yeah, let's see. So, the first year was 1933.
Okay, that doesn't help me as much as I was hoping it would.
No, the All-Star game's always been around.
I'll go Tom
baseball.
Brady.
See, I think that's a good one for football. Played for a bunch of years at an elite level.
You gonna lock it in?
Lock it in.
Tom Brady, 15. He is the number one.
Beautiful.
At 14, it was Tony Gonzalez, Peyton Manning, Bruce Matthews, and Merlin.
Brucey boy. The
That's
OT.
Yeah, and the original Matthews. He has all those other Matthews that played. And then Merlin Olsen, who played defensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, Merle and the Wizard.
In the 60s and
Merle.
70s.
Okay, so if we look at baseball, there were a lot of guys back in the day that played for like 20 plus years. So I feel like it's an old dude.
You want me to tell you how many he's got?
I mean, that would be helpful, to be fair.
21 All-Star games.
Yeah, like that's a lot. And I feel like guys don't play that long anymore. And it started in the 30s.
Yep.
Like Stan Musial played for a really long time.
I know.
Freaking fire it off.
Wayne Gretzky.
Oh,
for hockey?
Right?
I thought he was talking baseball, then you go, oh, I know.
I'm no help with baseball. I'm just trying
I don't
to think of hockey over.
Wayne Gretzky played 23 seasons is the problem. But maybe he did. I mean, he's the best hockey player of all time. So, like, sure. I'm confident. I don't have a better guess than that, so we're just going to fire it off.
He's third.
I didn't lock that in. He's third?
He's third. He has 18.
Is it someone really old?
It is.
Yeah.
But he is for hockey, I'll give
player.
He's a notable player because his name does come up, but he is a very old-timey player. Back in the day.
I can get there.
Okay.
You think about baseball, I'm going to get there.
I'm assuming that the baseball guy is like an old player, right?
Yeah. Everybody in the top 10 is old.
Old. Old.
Other than number 4 is the
Barry
only one
Bonds.
that's no. Number
Nolan
4 is
Ryan.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Oh, he played for a long time.
Yeah. And everybody else is well before that.
And I'm assuming it's a guy I know for sure.
Yes. You know everybody on this list.
Oh, I'm sure.
But, there's some random guys from way back in the day and he's not one of those.
Can you tell me position player or pitcher?
He's a position player.
Okay.
Jim Edmonds?
Jim Edmonds.
Can you tell me the number for baseball? You told us the hockey one. What was it again for baseball?
21. So
21.
almost the same as hockey.
21.
Hockey was 23. This was 21. Second place is 2 guys tied at 20.
21. Position player.
Played. You want me to tell you when he played?
Yeah, we're at 2 strikes. So I'm gonna need some
played
hints.
Starting in 1954, and then he retired in 1976.
Ozzie Smith.
I love Chris's guesses for baseball. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
It's not a bad guess. Satchel Paige, maybe. Would I'm assuming teams would give it away.
Yeah.
How about position? Is that a big
Outfield.
giveaway?
Outfield.
Okay. Have I
Yeah.
said his name?
No, you haven't. You've said some of
Okay.
the other guys on the list, but you haven't
Okay.
said his name. I don't think you have.
50s to 70s, huh?
Yep.
One of the greatest to ever play that game.
Absolutely.
Is it Henry Aaron?
It is Henry Aaron.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's Hank. 21. Second
All right.
place was Willie Mays and Stan Musial. Both had 20. That was second.
I was between, which I should probably know this. I was between Willie and Hank Aaron, but I don't know if Willie and Hank played at the same time, actually.
All right. And then the last one is
I got it. I know it.
is hockey.
Can I have
Fire
a
it off,
clue though?
Chris.
Can I have a?
you
Well-
get this.
When
Is
did
there a
he
guy-
when
is
did
there a
when
guy
did he
whose name
retire from hockey?
Is Adam? Is there a guy whose name is Martin Lemieux?
There's Mario Lemieux.
Okay, that's a potential one.
I don't think he played 23 seasons as the problem.
Okay, Dave.
When did he retire from the sport of hockey?
The guy that he retired. So listen to this. So he played from 1946 to 1971.
Oh God.
But
I got
then
it.
played, but
I
then
know
played again from 1973 to 1980.
And does his first name rhyme with his last name?
No,
Okay, never mind then. I don't know what it is.
Who
He
is that,
died.
Chris?
Gordie Howe.
That's just how, but
Oh,
can I get forward or defenseman?
Martin Lemieux and Gordie Howe.
He's a forward. He's a right winger.
Right winger.
He played for Detroit and the Hartford Whalers.
And he's super conservative.
He's super conservative. I don't know about that. He's nicknamed Mr. Hockey.
Oh crap. What's his name?
He's Canadian.
I'm sure he is.
Oh, he's a classic.
I
He
know
died.
he is.
He died in 2016.
Like Mr. Hockey should have given it away. Bobby Orr. I know that's not right, but
Ooh, good guess
That's
though.
a good guess. That's a really good guess. It's not.
I know it's not. I said it's not right away, and I should know who Mr. Hockey is. And he played for Detroit and Hartford.
Yep. All
My
right, we've
grand-
gotten really long. I
My
think I just need to tell
grandpa,
you.
a Canadian man from Connecticut, would have been a big fan of Mr. Hartford Whaler, I'm sure.
I need to tell you the answer.
Yeah, just tell me, and I'm going to be pissed
All right.
at myself.
Well, Chris said it, and it's pronounced Gordie Howe.
Wait,
oh, it is
what?
Gordie Howe?
It is Gordie Howe. You didn't
That's
lock
all-
it in.
Whoa! All right.
Chris, you're on a delay, my friend.
Yeah. Wow! Whoa!
Looks
It
like
is Gordie Howe.
Looks like a Japanese action movie with Chris over there.
Godzilla from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's Gordie Howe,
Okay.
23. 23 of those bad boys. Ray
How many-
Bork had 19. Wayne Gretzky had 18. Mark Messier had 15.
Yager didn't even have that many. I guess just because he played forever. I mean, he played till he was like 50.
Yeah, but he was never like, he just played so long. But,
Yeah, that-
like Gordie Howe played from 1954 to 1980.
Yeah, Yager, only an 8-time All-Star, but
Yeah.
he played from 91 to 2018.
Yeah. Well, he still plays too in the Czech Republic.
All right. Dang.
Dang.
Old Gorbis Haubus.
Gorbis Halbus. Oh, Gordie Howe. I like how you said Gordie Howie.
Gordie Howie.
That's his name.
That's
No.
From here on out, he is Gordie Howe.
I mean, after the way I pronounced Maestro earlier, there's no way for us to really know if I know how to pronounce things. But
We are not credible. All right, so
All right, let's lock in.
we're gonna
Let's
do for those that haven't played before. It's called the Daily Dozen. It's a Barstool game. It's a grid
it's brought
of.
to you by Barstool Sports.
Thank you, Dave. It is a grid of 9 questions, and this is kind of just going to be our little plug and play game here for a little bit, and we will not stop at least bringing it in. We might come off of it some weeks if we have a guest. Wavelength as our guest game, but we're not going to stop doing this until we get a perfect grid. Unless we
clean
get a perfect
sweep.
grid tonight, then we might bring it back.
That'd be electric. All right.
That would be.
No
we
one's
starting?
done the Daily Dozen today, right?
No,
No.
no, I haven't done it in a while.
I haven't either. I was just making sure because, like,
I didn't even know it
used-
existed.
I used to do this pretty frequently, so like I easily could have just done it today and then been like, I'm gonna impress the heck out of these guys.
All right,
Are we
let's
starting
start
here,
with
Dave?
the NFL. Let's start with the NFL.
NFC franchise had number 2 and number 3 overall picks in the 2000 NFL draft, selecting LeVar Arrington and Chris Samuels in the process. The Browns.
It's gonna be the Washington Redskins, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Lock it in. Nice. MLB.
Look at that. Yep. Let's go in order and then come back.
Arizona
if we need
Diamond.
to.
In 2009, this Arizona Diamondbacks corner infielder hit 44 home runs and also set the single-season MLB record with 223 strikeouts. Is that Sanchez?
2009. Is that Sanchez?
2009 corner infielder for
Lemieux.
that is Mario Lemieux.
Hurry.
Let's come back to that one.
Yeah, we don't have to
Oh,
hurry. There's
okay.
not a time.
Yeah,
I don't know that one right off the top, so
We're gonna need
we're
you
gonna
to
hold
hear
on to
Mark,
that
Soccer,
one.
Adam.
Mark Reynolds.
Mark Reynolds is who I was thinking, to be fair, but
Mark
we're
Reynolds,
gonna
but
come
I
back
don't.
to that one.
Okay.
We're
No.
gonna come back to
Soccer?
it because if we're going for perfect, and I'm not 100% confident in that,
Yeah.
I want to make sure we feel good about our answers. So yeah, go to
All
soccer.
right. Soccer.
I don't know if he
it is.
played 2009.
In 1998, this European country both acted as a World Cup host and won its first ever World Cup title after defeating Brazil in the final. That's got to be Spain.
Spain.
98.
98
Spain or
was
Portugal?
Argentina.
No, that's not a European country.
Oh, yeah.
Portugal has never won the World Cup.
Has Spain? Italy?
Spain has. Italy has. Let's come
England?
back to that one. I don't feel good about that one either.
Damn. All right, history. It's not looking
All
good, guys. This Spanish military general led the nationalist forces
my
during the
gosh.
Spanish Civil War and then ruled over Spain from 1939 to 1975 as a dictator under the title of El Caudillo.
Oh, that would be two L's is a Y. Caudillo.
El Cadillo.
I don't know.
Caudillo.
Mussolini was in Italy, right?
Yep.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
It's a good guess, honestly.
From what years are those? I can't read it.
Caesar. 19. Oh, I can zoom in
30.
for you guys.
39 to
You
75.
think that Napoleon was gone by 1939.
Okay, so let's go with Caesar.
I don't
Chavez?
think. No, that was in Cuba.
Viva la Chavez. Viva Chavez.
All right,
Parks and
go to the next one. Go to the next one.
Skip.
Oh,
Skip.
celebrity mashup. My personal favorite.
Yeah, this is good. Name these two celebrities.
Is that?
Oh, no.
Gosh.
That's that guy from Pitch Perfect, isn't it? Yeah, Ben Platt.
Ben.
You think Ben Platt?
I think that's the guy.
That fashion, it could be
This
Ben
guy?
Platty.
I think that's Ben Platt. And then
Can you? I need you to zoom in
Yeah.
on the face.
I do too.
It's
Oh, these
definitely
ads,
a lady.
nice.
Definitely a lady.
Your food
Close
bucket's
the ad.
BFF.
I
Close that
can't.
ad.
It's a liar
Wait.
ad. It won't let me close it.
Oh, who is that woman?
I gotta try and
I
block
know.
off so I can look at just the face.
That's what I'm doing.
Some
can't-
big teeth.
I know. She's a big tooth woman. Chris, who do you think?
Is that oh, come on, Chris. From the Princess movies.
Anne Hathaway.
Is it Anne Hathaway?
It's not.
That kind of looks like her mouth.
I was getting
Her
Hathaway
eyes a little
vibes,
bit.
but I don't think it's her.
I don't know. I think it looks too good to be Anne Hathaway. No offense, Anne Hathaway.
That's
Oh,
her
come
mouth,
on.
though. That's an Anne Hathaway mouth.
That's
if
a
I've ever
big
seen
mouth.
one.
I kind of think the same thing. I'm not
think?
feeling good about 100% here, so we're just gonna fire off an
Yeah.
Annie Hath.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
we've already
Do
had
it.
4 minutes on this question alone. All right,
No,
Anne.
on all of them. That's the total time.
Nah. Okay.
Nah.
Snacks and candy.
Click on it and see.
Blended
Yeah, now we're
with
just-
sweet potatoes or multigrain, what chip brand introduced a Harvest Blends variety in 2023?
Sun chips.
Sun chips. Yep.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking it. I just know.
Blends.
Yep. Sun chip. Type that in.
I could not be more confident in sun chips.
Definitely agree.
Oh my
Whoa.
God, we're idiots.
Oh no. All right, go to television.
I
Oh,
couldn't
no.
be more confident though.
After Saving Private Ryan, Steven Spielberg
Oh.
and Tom Hanks created this acclaimed
Band of
2001.
Band of Brothers. Band of Brothers. Final answer. Band of Brothers. Final answer.
Nice.
Sun chips.
Shia
final
LaBeouf's
answer.
voice is a cartoon penguin. Chicken Joe! Surf's up, bro.
Yep. Surf's up.
I didn't know that.
That's
I'm not gonna
electric. All right,
I mean, it's
music.
the only movie about.
Formed in
Surfing
2004,
penguins.
this rock band is known for songs like Misery Business, Ain't It
Paramore.
Fun, and Still Into
Paramore.
You.
Paramore.
Final answer.
Paramore. Nice. All right. Back to MLB. Yep.
Did you know
I
that
was
one
gonna
or
say-
not?
I didn't.
I didn't know that.
I feel like it is. I feel like Mark Reynolds.
I feel like that's got to be the
Mark. McGuire.
answer. Mark Reynolds.
Big Mac didn't play for the Diamondbacks, Chris.
All right. Nice.
Look at that. I
All
think
right.
I feel like
1998.
that might be the Italians. I don't know though. Don't enter that yet. Jeez,
I like it though. Click.
Adam. This is Adam's cup of tea, not mine.
I see what you did there. European cup of tea.
Yep.
It's
It
England.
could be.
I feel like
be
it's
England.
Italy or France. No, England hasn't won in a very long time. It's pretty much a running joke because every year they're like, "Oh, this is our year," and they haven't won since like the 40s or something.
Really?
I feel like Italy or France. That's fine with me. I
Not
don't.
Spain.
No, No, I don't think it's Spain.
It's not Spain.
Italy
I'm gonna
was
press it.
just sure. I can't
Come
think
on.
of who it's
All
gonna
right.
be, and we've been doing this for a hot minute.
No. All right. Shoot.
Oh, I wonder who.
And then
Just
I
go
don't
ahead and
know
do
anything.
Spanish
Go ahead and do Cesar Chavez.
Franz Ferdinand.
Do Cesar Chavez.
Chavez.
Who did Napoleon
Cesar
take over
Chavez.
after? It would have been.
I mean, the 30s to the 70s was not Napoleon.
No.
I don't know enough about the Spanish Civil War.
I don't either. I haven't done a lot of research on the Spanish Civil War.
Rufa Gutierrez. How do we feel about that?
Sure.
Sure.
I don't hate it. So mad at
Do we want to
myself.
retry
Yeah,
one
dude.
of these?
No,
No.
we don't
No,
need to. We don't need to
we
double
need to
dip.
see the answers to the ones we missed.
Yeah.
Soccer.
We gotta try
It's
France.
France.
We gotta try France.
It's.
We
I mean, I
double-dipped
looked
and
it
got
up.
it.
It's France.
Is it
Okay.
France?
Yeah, I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Go to
Well-
our results. Go to the
Oh,
results.
sorry. Okay,
I want to see.
sorry.
Really, I just want to see the chip brand and the celebrity lookalikes.
Yep. Exactly. I don't
feel
care.
like we could have potentially gone 0 for 2 on the lookalikes. I don't think Ben Platt's hair is that dark.
You might be right. It was just the first
How do
thing
I
that came
see
to
the
mind.
answers?
Share your screen again, please.
View correct answers. Here we go. Come on,
I'm
baby.
gonna be
It was
so
not.
mad if it was Annie Hath, but not Ben Platt. I'm looking at Ben Platt. It definitely wasn't Ben Platt.
Who was it then? Do you have any idea who that guy was?
It's some tall hair, but I have no idea. Chris, share your screen.
Share
I'm
the
trying
screen.
to. I'm trying to. And then it says view
All right,
correct answers, but then it doesn't show me.
So just click on. Can you
Oh,
click on the box?
Francisco Franco. Okay.
Okay.
The
Fran-
snack
oh,
of
Francisco
Pringles.
Pringles. Okay. And then who are the celeb lookalikes?
Who was it?
Hillary Duff and
Hillary
David
Duff
Schwimmer.
and David Schwimmer.
Schwimmer. Whoa.
We were off. That's a big mouth.
I did
Dang.
think Hillary Duff, but I didn't think it was Hillary.
Well-
Like I thought Hillary Duff, but I was like, no, I ruled it out.
Hillary's got a big mouth.
You did
That
not.
I
tracks.
ruled out Hillary Duff pretty quickly. Even
All right. We'll be
yeah, I
back
did,
next
actually.
week. We'll be back next week until we
We'll
get
be-
a 9 for 9.
We're
We're gonna keep
riding.
coming back. I need
Exactly.
everyone to do their studies just every day, search at least 10 celebrities, just hone in on their faces.
David Schwimmer.
I need to do that
Huh.
anyways.
is
I'm so bad at celebrities.
Oscars is coming up.
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday. I want
Yep.
each of you real quick, give me one bold prediction from the Oscars.
Bold prediction. I think that
I'm going to
Yeah.
go with Paul Giamatti wins actor in a leading role.
whoa, over Murphy.
Yeah. I mean, I said bold, right?
Yeah, I'll do Best Pictures. That European movie I was talking about with an absolute from the rafters. The Neutrality Zone, I believe, is the name of it.
Okay. Chris,
Yeah.
what you got?
All right. This is my hot take, and it's absolutely ideal if this happens. Ryan Gosling wins Best Supporting Actor, and Barbie wins no other awards.
There
I
you
love
go. There you go.
I love it.
I love that prediction.
All right, we'll see how we do. Thanks for
Yep.
tuning in, folks. As
All
always,
right.
that's Nightly Nonsense.
So,
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
See ya.
Have you the same?